Gay people of Reddit. What's the straightest thing you've ever done? Drove a minivan for 2 weeks. I am still ashamed to show my face in certain parts of town. I'm an androgynous lesbian and I once got hit on by a man in a gay bar who thought I was a twink. It was so gay it was straight. Having a boyfriend, smiley face. Either wearing cargo shorts or silently resenting my ex while we were dating. I'm not sure what other straight stuff there is. Okay, this isn't fair. I've seen the straight people of Reddit about the gayest thing. But I'm not straight. I've seen the gay people of Reddit about the straightest thing. But I'm not gay. Can my bisexual group have a question too? LOL. My brother is gay and the dude loves American football. Game day is hilarious. Because he's super animated. He also knows more football stats, college and professional, than any straight dude I've ever met. Got myself pregnant. I was very confused and raised in a super religious household. I thought if I kept having sex with guys I would eventually enjoy it. Never happened. Now I'm happily married to my wife and my almost 13-year-old daughter is the best. I am a female but I pretended to be in a relationship to a classmate for his family because he was scared of his parents. He really liked fashion and wanted to work for Vogue or something onati and his parents caught him doing something gay. I pretended to be his girlfriend. This wasn't "Hey mom, this is my girlfriend." We had a plan to get caught in the act. We didn't actually have sex, just was in our underwear and under the blankets and making noises and bed creak sounds LOL. I once unironically listened to an Ed Sheeran song. Went fishing. When I was in middle school I tried to seem as straight as possible because I went to a Christian charter school. Everyone from that school is mind blown that I have a girlfriend now. I was teased for being a lesbian in high school even though I wasn't out. Much less realized it myself. So I got really drunk at every party and made out with every boy I could. It was pretty gross and I almost got myself in trouble when guys wanted more. Was an awful time in my life. Senior year of high school. I sat next to a straight male friend during a school performance. I linked my arm through his, held his hand, and leaned my head on his shoulder very cozily. We looked straight enough that the brand new dean came by to tell us no public displays of affection. Thinking we might start making out. I reassured her that I was in fact the biggest dyke in the school. So it was okay. He and I had just been friends since we were 11. She was so flummoxed, art school is different, that she just walked off without a word. Okay. Actually the straightest thing I ever did was date that same guy for about 3 months before figuring out my sexuality. But the above story is funnier. We're still friends 20 years later. BTW. Bye here. I'm not sure if it counts. But playing in the national rugby team is pretty straight. Edit, I am a guy BTW. Had sex with someone of the opposite gender. Wore Crocs with socks. A childhood friend of mine. A very gay male pity fucked some girl he knew while very drunk and ended up getting her pregnant. And hashtag X200B. /edit the woman raised the child. A boy. Is now in his upper teens. The father helped financially but wasn't a live-in parent. Well. When I transitioned. I went from being in a gay relationship to a straight one with my partner. Now my partner is transitioning so it's back to being in a gay relationship. Got into a weird fight with a guy over a girl I had no interest in. The girl was using me to get the guy she was interested in make a move on her. So she said that she and I had been making out. The guy got pissed and challenged me to a fight. I fought him and won. The girl then rushed over to comfort him and they dated afterwards. To this day I don't know how a straight guy was tricked into dating the girl by getting his ass kicked. Built furniture. Got married. Had kids. Never had a relationship with another man. I look and talk like your average straight white guy so people never peg me as gay. I've even had co-workers who I've worked with for years who know I'm gay forget that I'm gay. I don't know what it is that I put off but people don't usually peg me as gay. It's not a secret I'm gay. I'm pretty open about it but I guess I just put off default hetero vibes for some reason. It's kinda annoying having to come out to people all the time. I'm a lesbian and I have an extremely shy best friend who gets constantly teased because he's never had a girlfriend. A couple years back, we had a deal where I'd pretend to be his girlfriend in front of extended family/friends/work whenever he had an event to attend in exchange for free food and video games. I appear on quite a few family albums. Have been to a few bachelorette parties with the whole penis motif, had to drink out of a penis straw, wear a penis tiara, playing pin the dick on the picture of the dude, etc. When I was in the 5th grade, I hadn't realized I was a lesbian yet, but noticed all of my friends were talking about boys they had a crush on. Wanting to fit in, I literally picked a boy in my class at random and said I had a crush on him. The only good part was I didn't really care when he rejected me. LMAO. I would guess there's a ton of gay people on here who've dated and slept with opposite sex partners. Got married and had 2 kids. Married my husband. I prefer women, but he's special. Drunkenly kissed a girl and she gave me mono. God, I could write a book about this. But back when I was in college I had a huge crush on my roommate. I was out as a lesbian but she was straight. There's a lot to the story, but the gist of it is I ended up fucking her boyfriend a lot, firstly in the context of threesomes, but then even solo. It was the only way I'd get to fool around with her. Either her boyfriend was there, or I earned her physical affection by fucking her boyfriend. I didn't realize it at the time, but there is a 100% chance she was both bi and into BDSM stuff. Even if she didn't realize either of those things herself. She just really got off on watching and making me do uncomfortable things. And TBF, I got off on it myself a little. I would never have sex with a man of my own volition. I didn't enjoy any of the actual activity. But it made my crush smile. So I did it. I was so fucking awful to myself. Make comments that men are expected to make about female celebrities. Because having those people even remotely think I'm queer would mean a ton of harassment or possibly assault. Dated a girl in high school. She was very funny and I liked spending time with her. I even used to buy her flowers and small gifts, lol, but I never felt anything more than that. I felt no need to really touch her and I only did it because I thought I had to. The funny thing is that she was the one to ask to break up over the phone while I was on my way to buy her flowers for our next date. Nowadays, the more I think about it, the more I believe she understood I was into guys long before I managed to realize and accept it myself. I got myself a pseudo-girlfriend in 2019 for a family meetup to give my grandfather a last glimpse onto his hope and oldest grandson before he passed away this year without seeing me again. I don't know. It felt right to give him this last impression that he did everything right. Kinda old-minded fella. He died with the age of 98, so you could imagine what a gay grandson meant back in the day. Take part in sexist small talk about some celebrity starring in a movie based on the book I was reading. This was with border security heading into the US as they searched my bag in a small room. I didn't actively participate in the sexism, but I definitely had to play along and turn up the fake straight voice to 11. Every gay man has one for safety situations and dealing with repair people, because of the power imbalance and wanting to be on my way to my vacation. Kissed a girl and let her grind on me at prom. Did nothing for me. I really wanted to hook up this straight girl, so I initiated a threesome with her and this guy I knew she thought was cute. A few minutes in she gets cold feet and leaves, but I'm already really turned on. As was the guy. So me and the guy figure we might as well try to make something work for each other. Needless to say, nothing worked for me. A lesbian. But it worked for him. And now me and the girl have been together for 6 months. Before I came out as a trans woman, my partner at the time was also transitioning. From NB to male. We were straight then gay then straight. The relationship didn't last for other reasons, but it was an enjoyable time. I regularly hunt big game, fish, and shoot guns. Often better than most straight men. I also can pound down whiskey pretty quick. Dated a woman. I grew up with some internalized homophobia. And I believed dating a woman would cure me of my feelings. So I asked out a girl whose mother worked with mine. We'd gotten along helping with some events at their place of work. And my mom had mentioned she was interested in me. After a couple months, We were both busy and could only see each other on weekends, sometimes not even that. I knew it wouldn't work out. I am going to go fix a car, then have a bunch of sex with women, then eat a steak. Well done with catsup. Had sex with a woman. I cried later, so maybe not the manliest thing I've done, but still the straightest. Date a girl in year 8 for a few months. Although I only did it so I'd have something to point to if anyone said I was gay, so maybe it doesn't count. Asterisk fix my own car. Asterisk built a patio in my backyard. Asterisk renovated my bathroom and did the tile and toilet. Asterisk walked around the gym naked and not cared. Asterisk motorboated a full-figured woman at a straight nightclub drunk. Asterisk worked at a strip club, women strippers. I just left the inverse of this question directed to STR8 guys. I pretty much dress straight. Shop at Old Navy. Gay man. A female friend said she thought one of her boobs felt firmer than the other. Was worried about it. And asked me to check. Lifted up her shirt. Undid her bra. And asked me to squeeze each of them. I did. They both felt the same to me. Which made her feel better. She thanked me. Got herself organized. And we carried on like nothing happened. I didn't really need any more confirmation I was gay. But it was reassuring to know that I still very much was. It wasn't until later that I realized many straight men have probably jacked off to fantasies of the exact same situation. Thanks for watching.